Hello. First of all, we're going to start off with improvisation. I'm going to show you the 6-hole pentatonic scale and go through that, and then I'll show you what we do with that. It turns out that back in the old days, certain tribes only used the pentatonic scale. Others used both scales. Others used the non-pentatonic scale, the so-called diatonic scale. That doesn't make any difference. Anyhow, the 5-note pentatonic scale is the one that is easiest to improvise in. So that's what I'm going to try to show you right now. Okay, so this is something that you should become familiar with, be able to play it without thinking about it. First of all 6 holes closed, okay? Then we're going to go top 5 holes closed, top 4, top 3, then 1 and 3 closed, then 3. Let me go through that again. All 6 holes closed, top 5, top 4, top 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and then just plain 3. So we're going to go up the scale here, and I'll do it, and then you can try it. Going to do it again. Now, what I'm going to do now is go up the scale, and I'm going to linger at a certain place and maybe go up and down a little bit, but I'll continue going upwards and eventually go back up to the top again. But I'll do it in steps. So watch this. Listen to this. Now, do it again. Now, I'm trying to make it evident here that as you go up the scale, it doesn't matter how far you go up, you can come back down and start right back up again. And it doesn't matter what sequence the notes are in the pentatonic, the 5-note scale, almost every sequence sounds good. So let's do it again. Okay, so you can see that just about any way of sequencing this works well. Now let's go from the top down. And from the top down, it's the 3-hole closed by itself, then the 1 and 3, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Now, I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to come down, and see if you can do that in any way that you choose. Okay, here we go. Now there I threw in a little bit of 2, 1, 0, and that's okay too. You'll have, sometimes when you're playing, your hands will just do something. You don't know why they did them. Usually that's a good sign. It means that that's something you ought to memorize and try to do it again. Okay, now in Ojibwe music back in the 1890s, it is said that there was really only one song, and that was going from high to low in the pentatonic scale, and it didn't matter how you got from one place to the other. Well, if you add to that, you can go up the scale and come back down the scale. It doesn't matter in what order or in what steps you use. One time at a festival, I played 3 different times, and what I did each time was essentially the same thing. I went up the scale, and I went down the scale, went up the scale, went down the scale, and that was pretty much it, and everybody seemed to like it, and I liked it too. So I would suggest that when you start improvising, you just pick a couple notes out from the pentatonic scale and play those in sequence and see if that fits the way you're feeling. If that fits the way you're feeling, that's good enough. And then try another combination, another combination. Soon you'll just be doing this automatically. You don't have to think about it. So let me just show you kind of what I mean here. And that doesn't sound too bad. Okay, we'll go to the next section. Okay, you want to turn off the camera?